Season's greetings and welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, 189, 109 episodes in a row. Everything is brought to you in part by San Diego.Futbol. Check out San Diego.Futbol. Yeah, that's a legitimate website, literally. That is .com.futbol. Everything soccer in San Diego at San Diego.Futbol. San Diego Loyal go away, lose to Charleston Battery. Trey Muse with a clean sheet, former San Diego Loyal goalkeeper. In that, we're going to go ahead and describe exactly what happened because some of us didn't get to see it. White screen of death. We're also going to go ahead and get into MLS, some
exclusive
breaking news, MLS-wise. We're going to go ahead and go into that. Ricardo Campos, former San Diego Loyal president, joining the MLS SD version of soccer, coming into the city. What this means for the MLS, what this means for Loyal, what this means for soccer in San Diego. San Diego also had UPSL action start. We're going to go ahead and just briefly touch on it. It's fun. It is what it is. Melanie Barcenas getting called up from San Diego Wave to the under-17s. And, ¿qué más?
We'll go over at the end. Fantasy football, 2 balls in a league.
Yeah.
One for those of you who are interested in our fantasy football league. Those of you who are just soccer, peace out after that. But yeah, it's lots of topics to talk about. Let's start out with San Diego Loyal traveling over to Charleston for an away match in crunch time. Obviously, the season's winding up. There's only a few games left. Every point matters at this point. San Diego needs to get wins in order to be able to get a home playoff match. Obviously, after the big announcement, that's the big hope, right? There's the hashtag bury me with the cup. Bury me with the home playoff match.
Absolutely. And so, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's the last of the games right now. These are literally the last of the points that San Diego Loyal can ever get. Getting 0 points there. All right, so real quick, let's just go ahead and touch on everything that did go down. Oh, man, Aaron Rodgers, poor guy.
Oh,
Pobrecito. All right, so San Diego Loyal, like I said, went over there. Augie Williams not on the bench. Augie Williams with Charleston Battery as well. Former San Diego Loyal Trey Muse, young starlet, formerly with Tacoma, kind of in that Seattle Sounders.
Only 24 years old.
Feeder.
Goalkeeper?
Yeah, 100%. Super young, had a broken arm here in San Diego, recovered. He's all right now, but yes, this is the best live stream ever. So you're starting to line up with Capitan Charlie Adams. You have Mr. Yellow Card himself. I wonder if, like, wherever he goes, they're going to be like, oh, like, what do you guys... I think that'll be our fill-in, too. Like, if people ask, oh, this player, like, yeah, no, we'll let anybody, wherever these players land, know who and what these players are. Mr. Yellow Card himself, Coque Vegas. We have Evan Conway, Colin Martin, Alejandro Guido. We have Goose with the number 4, Elijah Martin with those powerful thighs. Just power thighs, especially next to Blake Bodley. Look at that. Oh, my God.
Bodley. El Fideo.
Oh, my God. That is stark.
Whose shorts are shorter now, Elijah's or Guido's?
I don't think Elijah even just, like, there's nothing that fits him. Because if he goes another size, it's too wango.
Yeah, that's true.
Tumi Moshamani, Adrian Perez, who's playing very well, is your starting 11. Just to kind of give everybody a heads up, we are working with San Diego Loyal and the team to get all of the Team 1 players and pretty much anybody else on the team to come on 2 balls and a mic. So we're working with the club with that.
That'll be fun.
Watch
Hopefully
party.
we're able to get a bunch of players. But
Yeah.
on its own, this is a very solid lineup that Nate Miller puts out, right? I mean, you have Guzman, who's been playing great. Stoneman, obviously your solidified center back. And then but Elijah Martin has been coming back pretty good as well. Joe Corona on the bench now, and I mean he got some minutes. Adrian Perez has been one of the best players so far. He did make a mistake in that goal, and we'll talk about it. Not a lot from Evan Conway in this match either. So Charleston is a tough team to play. We talked about it with Alan last episode, and it was just a rough environment for San Diego Loyal where they just really couldn't connect. I think Charleston defended very well, man marking specific players, but. You were at the watch party at Elsmith. How was that?
Yeah, so it was hot as fuck.
See how it was.
Everywhere it's been hot as fuck. But no, I mean, it was one of those final watch parties. I was kind of nervous because it was hitting up to 4:30 and nobody was there. But yeah, people eventually got there. But essentially, it was also the release of the beer for San Diego Loyal. San Diego Loyal. What was the name of that?
They're collaborative.
Yeah, it's called down at L Smith. Yes, that is L Smith. What is the beer? Where's the beer? Yeah. Oh no, that's the players. Yeah. So here's the beer. Here's the beer. That's the joke. But yeah, so San Diego Loyal Pub Ale. Didn't get to try it. Wasn't really feeling it. But yeah, so that's on sale with Ale Smith.
I mean, honestly, shout out to
But yeah.
San Diego Loyal still. I mean, working out deals, stuff like that. Even though after the announcement, I'm sure this was already in the works from before. But yeah, I mean, was it a big turnout after all?
Yeah, it was pretty all right. Bunch of families and stuff. That is not the watch party.
Shit.
That is a building.
A building.
But yeah, so Charleston Battery, a really good team in the East. And again, Alan was kind of talking about it, and probably one of the title contenders for the USL in
they
general.
are. Absolutely, they are.
But in any case, it was going to be a tough road matchup any time of the day. If you got a tie out of it, it would have been good.
That would have been a win on its own.
But yeah,
I mean,
so,
with that win,
they're
Charleston
in
actually
third right
clinched
now.
the playoff spot already.
Interesting. Okay, so they wanted to win. They wanted to take care of that. It was more urgent for them to do that.
Pretty much securing already a home playoff match for Charleston. Although, I mean, mathematically they can still drop to fifth.
Yeah.
There's plenty of games left still, but they already clinched a playoff spot, which is important. Something no team in the West is able to do, and we saw that last season where it wasn't until the last match week where really only like one team or two in the West pretty much clinched a playoff spot. Yeah. Everything else was up for grabs still. That's how competitive the West is compared to the East. You look for literally 8th place to 4th place where Loyal is at. 6 points separate them. That's literally just 2 wins. So San Diego cannot just relax right now. I know Nate Miller said he still trusts his guys as he should, but there still needs a lot of work to be done.
Trey Muse not letting that one in from Adrian Perez. Good play here. Good control. Kills the ball right then and there.
And those are hard with that little bounce before. I mean, Trey Muse just
not even
had
that
a hell of a game.
Not even that. The hard part about this and what he does is that here's a hard pass on the ground, control it with the right, and then not even take another step.
Yeah,
and use your left.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a technique there that's incredibly difficult to get a good shot off. But Trey Muse with a good stop.
He gets a little bit more on that, and he probably would have been able to sink it like top corner. But then we saw another close shot from Toomey that I'm not too sure if Trey got a hand on that, but it was super close. That would have been a sick volley from Toomey, who just probably has had one of his best seasons so far as well.
Yeah, so Charleston eventually just kept putting the pressure on. It was sloppy, kind of, from San Diego Loyal, much like the feed. That feed was terrible. I don't know, dude. Like, look, we know what we're getting with the USL. It's been like this. It's since day one of being able to experience the USL. That's kind of the charm of it in a way, but it's annoying as fuck. It's ESPN.
It's
I know.
ESPN. Like,
that's the thing. Like, why is it so bad? Like
at this point, if you're not gonna care and you're not gonna do your best work, then just give it to someone else.
I mean, not to toot our own horn, but look at this. Look at this. No white screens of death. This is San Diego Internacional, the UPS versus Atletico FC, who won 7-0. But yeah, I mean, it's a wonky camera, but like, look, I mean,
no widescreen.
No widescreen.
Throughout the game.
This is just a laptop and
Straight
our
up.
setups.
So
pick it up, ESPN. But essentially, it ends up going.
Yeah, it's you never want to get scored on before halftime because it's just demoralizing,
Wherever.
right?
Yeah.
Wherever. But I think defensively, Elijah just couldn't get a good jump. Adrian Perez kind of jumps and turns his back on the ball, which you never want to do when you're defending on a header. And it hits his back, and it just sits on the attacker's leg, and he's able to tap that in, which is a huge defensive mistake from Adrian Perez.
Yeah, so we see here that, 2 of San Diego Loyal players go up. There's no communication there. Elijah kind of struggles in the air, anyways. But he looked like he had a good beat on that. Bounces in there. He doesn't know where the ball's at, and then it's a easy peasy, just a slice of a shot for that first goal for Charleston. Then I mean, from then on, like it was lackluster. There wasn't really much. ¿Cómo se llama? Nate Miller was pissed as he should for calls that didn't go his way. But again, Charleston's a really good team. The Battery have players that, again, we have seen here in San Diego that were incredibly important in certain playoff runs. I really like this.
Yeah.
Putting the mask on the fan. Yeah. So, is it the end of the world? I don't think so. But it's going to be one of those things where you're going to look back and is this going to cost San Diego Loyal their home playoff match?
It could.
Like that's what you have to think of now. That's exactly what you have to think of with any drop points. Like I know, again, we'll listen to the post match from Mr. Nate Miller. But after seeing this second,
so not only
goal.
did they get scored on right before halftime, right? You go into the locker room. Nate's giving you his peace of mind, telling you, hey, we got to fix this, this, and this. You go out, start the second half. 3 minutes into that, you get scored on by the same guy. Defensive mistake again. Nobody's man-marking him. He's wide open. Stoneman's supposed to be there. He's the center back. You're playing a 3 center back line. Stoneman is literally in the center.
Hey, let's be in the backside of the center of the field.
Apparently he does, and that's frustrating, right? I mean, like, you can't just let a guy wide open in the box and not expect to get scored on.
Yeah, so I mean, whose assignment is it? Obviously, multiple people. But
I mean, there's 2 guys there. That defender can't mark everyone on his own.
you got 3 loyal players at the edge of the box marking one dude.
I think that's Stoneman up ahead, like by the half moon, just kind of chilling.
Nothing for Coca to do.
Oh, it's Colin, but still, like
Somebody. I don't care.
has to step up and go down
Evan
there.
Conway, go mark him. Austin Guerrero, go mark him. Somebody. I don't know.
And that's the thing, right? I mean, you have all this like high expectations now of trying to finish on a trophy run and trying to get this championship before you pretty much call it for this team. But you can't have performances like this if you're gonna do that. If you're trying to really win a championship for the city, you can't go and have performances like this, even on the road, especially with, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 8, 7 matches left. You can't do that. I mean, at this point, we're going to hear it. Nate Miller says, hey, I'm not too worried. Like, yeah, we made some mistakes. Like always, we're going to fix them. But how many times does he say that when they lose? We're going to fix the mistakes.
He has 8 more times to say that, at least. Let's see if I can get the post match.
But other than that, I mean, they have another tough matchup coming up, and which we'll get to. But a lot of people did not like what they saw, and let's hear from Nate Miller here.
Obviously, very disappointing to lose as we've been in good form. I think it's just disappointing with how the first goal happened in the first half with an incorrect out of bounds call. So just feel bad for the guys. You put in a lot of work, and just something like that takes away good work. But at the same time, I just don't. We weren't at our best tonight, and when you're not at your best on the ball, and made a couple mistakes in the box, then against a good team, against a really aggressive good team, it's going to be hard. 3,000 miles from home. So. I don't fault the effort of the guys tonight. They worked really hard. The guys that came in put everything out there. We just didn't execute what we usually do on a difficult night.
What's the message this week to kind of fix some things, or you just kind of put it behind you?
I mean, it's always a process of fixing details because at this point, I think you can see from the group that the effort's always there. They're grinding no matter what city we're in, no matter how far away from home. So, it's more about fixing those details, keeping the confidence, because in general, like sometimes you have these games, we did okay. I think that we were pretty sloppy at times in the ball, which is unlike us, and we need to sharpen that up. But again, it's just going to be prepared for another long trip. So we have very little time to think about it as we're going to travel and travel again. So we'll fix the mistakes like we always do, and I trust the guys, and we're going to be okay.
So there you have it. Nate Miller, coach for San Diego Loyal, addressing it, I guess, head on.
Is there anything different?
I agree with
you would want to hear?
with Nick in the chat. Let us know what you guys think here in the chat too.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, no, really disappointing, man. We aren't going far in the playoffs. If we can't win when it matters, is what Mr. Nick
And there
Duffy
has
is
been
saying.
trouble with this team.
Yeah.
Since we can remember, and again, that can be a
You
San
can't
Diego
remember
thing.
4 years ago.
Nah, I mean,
since I have the ability to remember.
not a lot of
4
oxygen would
years
go
ago.
up here. Remember?
Yeah, let's look at it.
Oh, no, stop, please. Okay.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Because we have to look at like
blast
all
from
the things
past.
all the things that we've done, dude.
A
Like
blast from the past.
let's
Oy.
pick a middle one. Let's pick a middle one. Let's pick a medium-sized Chiva. I think procrastinating Puma the other day said, "Wow, Chivas glow up is insane," and I have to disagree.
There's a good point that Carl's making. At this point, everyone
yes.
knows what the team is trying to do in their jobs. Just a bad game against a good team. Not sure if you can actually fix anything other than mentality.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that too. I mean, obviously, you got to see Nate's perspective, right? He has to give those answers that say, hey, we're going to fix it. We're going to work on it. We're going to watch film. We're going to fix our mistakes. But those defensive mistakes have been there.
Okay, let's be real about this in a different way, right? So, I'm Nate Miller. I
Hi,
know
Nate.
I have hello. I have at least guaranteed 8 games left in San Diego.
7.
Well, 4 with San Diego. And after that, I have to find a new city to live in. I don't know if he's staying here in San Diego. I don't know what his plan is. I don't know if MLS is looking at him. We can see that MLS is looking at Loyal clearly. We'll get to that in a bit here. But
By the way, just the Jets won an overtime with that 65-yard punt return.
by Garrett Wilson.
No.
Wow. Irrelevant, but yeah. Yeah, so that has to be something that's just rattling around in not just his mind, but the player's mind. Like,
Yeah.
if San Diego Loyal has always prided themselves on being human first, player second. Human first, big things are coming. Big moves are coming. Like, again, I
Some of
know
these
there's
people have families to feed.
yeah, they have families to feed, and being a USL championship player isn't necessarily that lucrative at times.
Did it do the thing?
Yeah.
Are we good?
No, we're good. Oh, look at this. This was San Diego beats LA 2-1 2 years ago.
That was still after the
2 years ago.
surgery.
You can tell kind of the time it was because Eriksson had just revived because there's the Danish flag up there. So kind of give you an idea of when we're talking about. But I think it might have been like the day of, actually. Look at that. Chiva fan courtesy of me. Oh, I was in the stands for this one. I was on 109. I'm planning on being on 109, one of these last ones, and just unleashing whatever. In any case.
I think we only used to get one media pass. We would only get approved for one person each game.
But again, just that realness of like, look, these players, damn. These players, coach, have a lot in their mind, have a lot to compartmentalize and think about. So,
I mean, at this point, what stops anyone from saying, I don't care. What are they going to do? Fire me at this point?
bring back Corey Herzog.
Shit.
I will promise this. I will break the news on what happened with Corey Herzog once this club ends.
Heck yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that we can talk about after.
No, I
once the
mean,
club ends.
there is a plan, and I really will be reaching out to people, be reaching out to whomever, because, and I'll say it here, I want to go ahead and do a big old project, some Ken Burns type documentary of the history of San Diego Loyal because, one, who else is going to tell that? Two, it has to be told. Three, why not? Like, there's so much content that didn't get used, some great content that's been out there for these last 4 years. But,
True.
all right, digressing. San Diego Loyal lose against Charleston Battery 2-0.
I mean, they still stand. They still stay in fourth place, and they have a game in hand. Not that they can catch up to Orange County already. They do have. They don't have the tiebreaker against Orange County since they lost, or they tied against Orange County, and they had a bigger goal advantage. So, you pretty much have to pass Orange County in points if you want to get third. The ideal place would be staying in fourth. But you have a tough game against Louisville. In Louisville, again, they're one of the best teams in the USL, sitting in fourth place as well. So it's a battle of fourth versus fourth. So, again, it'll be interesting to see what they manage to do going on the road again. They have 2 more games on the road before coming back home for 2 straight games. They're going to have that game on the 16th and then a game on Wednesday, the 20th, against Monterey, which should be an easy win. But what do you think of it against Louisville?
So, I mean, this San Diego Loyal team has been a really good away team. Other than that, like,
Against what teams, though?
No, exactly. So,
Lost to Pittsburgh. How they
good number first place team right now.
I
in
can't
the
remember
East.
how they did. They played Tampa Bay.
Took a bit of
I'll look at it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a really valid point. Like, look at who and what they're winning these games against, and
They beat Tampa Bay, but at home.
okay. But again, they have been a good team so far. So away, there are holes here and there. Will they get them patched up? Hopefully. They've been traveling a lot. Again, in like the most traveled team, even if they're not by a mile or 2 or whatever, if at the end of it, this is not a built-in excuse, but it's a built-in reason.
I mean, they have 5 wins, 4
For
ties,
being-
4 losses on the road. That alone is a big improvement from last season on the road.
MLS assistant head coach for Nate Miller, assistant coach for MLS as Loyal Naku. I like this too. What are they playing for? They're playing for a good move.
True.
Exactly.
They have to prove themselves.
And that's what I was thinking during an interview, post-match interview with Nate the other day. I'm like, whatever question he has, he's going to give an insightful. Everything he does from here on out is an interview. Everything he does, every player, that whatever they do on the field is an interview for their next step. Is everybody going to go to that next step? I don't know. I don't think so. Guido, I can see retiring. If he doesn't, great. No te estoy retirando, Guido. I'm not retiring you, bro.
I can see him going to Orange County.
I can
Taste.
I can see everybody going to Orange County. Hey, Orange County, here. Why? Because then I can go see my pals up in Orange County. I don't have to travel cross country. Like,
I mean, there are players that probably won't go anywhere else. I mean, Hackworth, do you see him going anywhere? No offense to Hackworth.
you shut your mouth about
No
Hackworth because
offense
we're
to
gonna get Hackworth.
Yeah, and I'm
part of Team
asking,
One.
hey, what's going down? Like, what's gonna happen?
Kyle Adams about to score against us because he is in Louisville.
That is
So
true.
that's going to be very, very interesting.
Revenge game. He probably didn't leave on the happiest of notes.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Hopefully, people stay in San Diego because again, a lot of people work their entire lives to try and retire in San Diego.
That's true.
We are fortunate enough, despite the absolute sewage smell that's coming out of Imperial Beach at the watch party, I had a good conversation with Darren Smith about just
Yeah,
what's
I
going
got out
on
of
here
the
in
car
the
and,
IB.
like, it's
Apesta esta madre.
smelly,
Wait,
dude.
it smells
Huele a
like it's
picuas.
gross. Like, well, yeah, exactly. It's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
And then
Pagan un chingo
the
para ver
rent.
eso?
Yeah, no, exactly. It's terrible, Kenny. It's terrible.
Do you see Loyal beating
Unnecessary
Louisville?
Shaq impression. Huh?
Do you see Loyal beating Louisville?
No, I see them tying in a thrilling
And
match.
that's the best scenario.
Yeah, I think that's the best scenario so far.
Don't get me wrong. They're capable of pulling off a win.
Mm-hmm.
They very much can. If they do, okay. Now you're talking. Now you're setting the tone. Now you're going into this away match against Monterey on a winning streak. But I don't see them pulling off the win either.
Hey, Nick, if you want to come on the show right now and talk shit, let me know. I'll send you the call me and I'll connect it. Like,
Yeah, Nick.
if you have my phone number, go for it. Like, let it fly. We do have a 2 balls and a mic voicemail that you can go ahead and reach us at. It is going to be
Imagine Kyle
619
Adams just scores
Kyle
a freaking...
Adams calls right now. Oh my
no,
god!
No. Scores a banger like he did at the Open Cup against Loyal. Does he celebrate that?
Watch, he does.
Si es un golazazazo, I mean,
I
how
have
could
to.
you not?
Yeah,
How
me.
could you not?
I respect hands up. Like, oh, perdón. I'm sorry. I'm not celebrating. Jazz hands. Leave a voicemail at 619-289-7621. I said Shaq. I know. It's not basketball season right now. It's football season, Kenny. That is Chuck. Shout out to the great The Boy. Wait, it's not my sport. It's like Chivo talking baseball. Did you see Tatis has Kobe cleats that he's gonna wear? Because he's gonna go play. They're playing in LA. And he's wearing Kobe cleats just in honor. I don't like that.
I mean,
I don't like that.
less than 1% chance of making playoffs, right?
You shut your fucking mouth. All right. I didn't like that from you at all.
At least you don't have freaking assholes playing in your team.
Yeah, exactly. He did it again.
Again.
He shouldn't have been there the first time. The Trevor Bauer special. Leave a voicemail to 619-289-7621. You can call in. Call my phone. It's up to you.
Leave a voicemail. Call us.
Be a friend. Tell a friend. San Diego Loyal, again, in the last run that they have here of matches. You were talking about them exactly. So, Louisville, Monterey Bay, Las Vegas, Monterey Bay, El Paso, Oakland, Vegas Lights.
All right, so realistically, if we go through them, a tie against Louisville, a win against Monterey, a win against Vegas, a win against Monterey, based on standings. I mean,
That's literally, you're basing this on
okay.
standings. Like,
a tie against Louisville, yes.
if we're going based on standings, pinche Oakland no los va a pelar. Like, San Diego va a
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying.
So, okay, realistically, let's talk. Tie or loss in Louisville?
Tie.
Against Monterey in Monterey.
Tie.
Vegas at home. Win. Come on.
Win. Yeah, they have to win. They suck.
Monterey at home. They can pull off a win.
They can, but
Maybe a tie? A tie? Let's go with tie. El Paso
okay. That's
and El Paso. Hot ass weather. I think they drop points there.
for basing it just on this. I mean, oh, this one.
Oakland at home?
No, they're there.
A loss.
All these teams are hungry though. Like, that's the thing. All of these teams are hungry. No.
Vegas in Vegas?
That's a win. That's the last game ever. Hopefully not.
It's gonna come down to clinch the home playoff match. If you beat Vegas and then you tie against Vegas, you go 5th place. Phoenix Rising hops over to 4th, and now you have to travel to Phoenix.
You know what's fun? I'm not the jinx here. You are. So it's good that I'm saying this and not you. Don't repeat it. Don't even think it. San Diego Loyal make playoffs. Great. They go to travel for the last Las Vegas game.
Cobra, I want to know who you are because you come in this chat and just blasting MLS.
That's fine. It's everybody's
I
welcome.
hope.
We will. Hey, Cobra, we'll talk about MLS in a bit.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna get to it.
Stick around. We'll be right back.
So far, you're at 8 points.
Shit. Yikes.
Yeah.
8 points. That puts you at 51 points.
If everyone else loses,
51 points, bro. They tied Sacramento, bro. Imagine, like, nobody wins some crazy shit like that. Okay, I'm not putting this out in the universe, even though I'm saying it out loud. I do not want this to happen. I'm an agent of chaos, though. I want San Diego Loyal to be at home for a playoff match. Fantastic. Great. Excelente.
Who do they face?
I don't care. But then they go to Vegas, and they need to win this game. Win this game. You know where I'm going with this, are you?
Fuck.
They need
You're
to
really
win
going
this
with
game.
Carlton ruining it? Is that where you're heading with this?
90th minute, Andrew Carlton game tire to deny San Diego Loyal
Oh my God,
a
you're
home
such an evil
match.
person.
That's the worst case scenario.
You're such an evil person.
Anything from that, other than not making playoffs or a home match, that's the worst thing that can happen.
The question is, does he celebrate that?
Oh, he will. Oh, he will.
The
He
club
will.
that
He
gave you
will.
a chance at return.
Kick that door open, wave an imaginary flag, point it, and
Oh, he would be the most hated man in San Diego's soccer community, because the other part of San Diego would not.
the chaos that would bring. So, with that said,
I'm not saying anything.
San Diego Loyal, teammates of San Diego Loyal.
F you, Tony. Why are you
Players.
putting this nightmare into the
Listen,
universe?
this is why. This is why. This is why. Anything around San Diego Loyal, support it. Support the players. Hit them up on DMs. Talk to them. Chant. Go to those games. Take people to chant. So this situation doesn't even have to happen. Take care of business, San Diego Loyal. Take care of business before you go to Vegas. Have Vegas bring the water balloons. All right? You be the ones to bring the water balloons this time, all right? Have a blast. So many people are going. I can't go because I'm the best man of a wedding, and that's the bachelor party, and it's
Wait,
so dumb.
That's more important than loyal.
For the amount of money that,
Ah,
yeah, like
yeah,
it's
no, I
it's
get you.
heartbreaking.
Fuck.
So if they go, yeah. So
I want to
that's
go.
all I'm saying.
I want to go to that game, but we'll see. We'll see what finances
hey,
look like.
hey, Cobra likes Loyal. Jeremy, F you, Tony. We're putting this in that room. Universe. I joke. It's fine. No, but it's valid. Why am I
Don't
putting?
joke. Don't joke about it. F you, Tony.
I like that. That would be a nightmare situation. But again, to avoid any of that, San Diego Loyal players have to be aware that situation is very specific. But it can happen. Avoid all that. Take care of business.
Carl. Are they testing for PEDs? Time for a boost.
Oh, yikes.
Not Paul Pogba.
Not the Paul Pogba special. All right, so San Diego Loyal, again, have the stretch of games, the last games of the regular season in their history, and then they will disband on the post.
Ken, Carl,
Yeah.
on the chat.
No. Where is it?
I see. It came out of mine.
Oh, that's not good, boy.
That isn't good, actually.
All right. In any case, hopefully it doesn't happen, Jiva.
I really hope that doesn't happen.
I know people are going to be there. The young, up-and-coming Adonis of a human being, Mr. Corbin Williams, will be there. What's Corbin going to do once Loyal ends? That's
for
if you.
Albion?
I mean, if you were,
It's because he's all about like lower division, local stuff. But would he root for Albion?
are you a fan of Albion?
Nah.
Okay, just making sure.
Their goalkeeper coach is pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, because his girlfriend is our coworker.
Yeah, he's dope.
And he's in there. She's in the office. So like, our conversations about soccer and anything that happens in the soccer room completely stopped.
Completely changed.
Like, we cannot speak. If I speak, I get in trouble.
yeah.
Like, I don't know why Mourinho's Russian, but he is.
That's hilarious.
In any case,
Yeah, hoping for a San Diego tie against Louisville, so we'll see what happens. In other not so soccer San Diego
Any
Loyal
not so
season news,
okay.
we're gonna be in a charity foot golf tournament on Saturday, the San Diego Loyal Foot Golf Classic.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a team.
Did we talk about this? I think we did, right? Did we mention it last time?
We mentioned it, but
All right, let's get
it's
into it a
coming
little bit.
down.
Yeah, yeah.
It's coming down to it now, and
Shannon McMillan, World
Yes.
Cup winner, world gold medalist, Shannon McMillan, once blood feud rival to one Tony Sanchez, couldn't get it past me, and probably at this point never will, because we're teammates now. In this fantastic event that is happening, Shout out to Weston. Weston, if you're listening, or I don't know if he is, text us. He was texting him, see if there's still spots available.
Our other colleague, RJ's Fro, follow him on Twitter.
RJ.
RJ's Fro also has a podcast of his own. Give him a follow.
¿Cómo se llama el podcast?
His bio says,
El bio.
rice in a burrito is just useless filler. Listen to me on the insert podcast name here.
Ooh, insert podcast name here. I love it.
Check out our
Patent pending.
page that they made 2 balls under par. I guess that's the team
So-
name. Which
No,
it's silly, it's hilarious.
No,
it's
it's
so dope.
serious. What are you
it's
talking?
so dope.
See, this is why you're not a winner. This is exactly why you are not a winner. Yeah, it's so silly. This is serious business.
I guarantee you, Tony, that I'm gonna perform better than you in this foot golf tournament.
This is what you've said every time we play the soccer match, and you've lost. This is the first time
different.
we're on the team. All right.
Yeah, and
this
we
is
have,
the first time
we
you're-
have to help each other, but we're still
My
kind of competing against
expectation.
I'm still competing
of
against you.
See, again, you're not doing this right. Like, my expectations of you is to stop being a complete loser when it comes to competition. And you know what? Shannon saw the light. All right. She knows that, this Tony guy, you can't beat him. Join him. Literally.
Okay.
Literally.
You're gonna drag.
Shannon's going to be fine.
I'm gonna be positive about this.
Shannon's gonna be
and
fine.
I'm gonna root for
Look,
you, and I hope you get some
That's me and
nice
Shannon. Shannon and I.
birdies.
Shannon. Birdies? Eagles. Eagles.
Güey, no tienes la pierna, pero ¿sabes qué?
Look,
¿Sabes
when
qué?
the lights turn on, Chiva, you know this more than anybody. Like, what is wrong with you? When the lights
Vato.
shine,
Vato.
this man.
This isn't indoor soccer. It's foot golf.
I-
I've seen you play foot golf.
You've seen me play indoor soccer too, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you're not too good.
No,
and then,
no.
and then guess what? You can't
Okay.
score on me.
Please make it out there. It's gonna be at the Mission Bay
San
Golf
Diego
Course, 8 a.m.
Sockers.
Saturday.
Listen, the San Diego Sockers delayed the construction of their arena to fucking give you one more chance to beat me at Sports Arena. Like, who are you to talk to them about that? You are out of your
I
mind.
really do have one last chance.
You have one last chance to score on me.
Hey, San Diego Sockers, our lines are open if you guys are looking for Spanish commentary.
Yeah,
Just say, just say what's up.
hola, llame ya. Llame ya.
Season's coming in a close.
Yeah, no, it's December. I mean, but you know, I know. Tryouts are coming out too. So,
As long as it's before the photo shoot.
contratan a gente, güey, por favor, güey. ¿Quién va a vender cosas, güey?
But yeah, check it out. Should we take like a GoPro, strap-on GoPro for content, maybe?
You're gonna bring your strap-on GoPro. All right.
You want pensado?
Are you gonna edit the footage?
Sure.
I don't like the way you said that.
All right, but that's pretty much what we have for San Diego Loyal. Again, support it. Hit up the players.
That's all talk.
Let them know. Don't let what Tony talked about be a reality.
Yeah, no. Don't let that happen. It's on you, all right? I will put this on the Chavos. I will put this on the locals. I will put it on the one Rainbow Loyal. Credit to him. He's been there the whole time. Everybody. I will put it on Rogelio in merch. I will put it on Tony from ticket sales, who doesn't even work there anymore for like a year. I will put it on. Everybody is responsible if that situation happens. All right. Did we not cover the team hard enough? Had we been privy to a little bit more interviews? Had we not just been denied Landon Donovan from the team to
pretty much
speak to
have
us?
been.
We've had
We've
everybody
been trying to get him
We've
for
asked.
4
It's
freaking
never
years.
gonna happen. And you know what? It's okay.
Landon is too damn special to
Will he
join
join
2
the
balls in a
MLS?
mic.
We'll see. Like.
Landon Donovan. Someone clip this, send it to him. Come join us on 2 balls
sorry,
in a mic.
hold
Oh, shit. What's up, dude? Are you... Oh, va a explotar el botón a la verga. Okay, ya.
Oh, no.
Profesional. Landon Donovan. 2, 1.
I got this. Hola, ¿qué tal, Landon? ¿Cómo estás? My name is Tony Sanchez, part of the 2 Balls on a Mic podcast. And this is here my one-handed friend, Alejandro El Chiva Villaseñor. We are the founders of the media outlet that's been covering your team for the past 4 years. Through a pandemic, we were there. We were there when you, I don't know, let Nate coach your team. But please, let us interview you. dude.
Join us on the podcast.
Sir.
Give us 30 minutes of your time. We'd love to have you here. Everyone's been in here. Everyone's joined us.
We had your pet project. Okay. All right. That's why we haven't had him.
He's currently unavailable. But again,
I agree,
that's San Diego
Pedrito.
Loyal.
I agree, Pedrito. And Jeff, season's greetings to you.
Ah, the
All
boy
ki-
Jeff.
The reason why I do this, Robert Sala, has nothing to do with the podcast. Quote, it's not good. But yeah, so season's greetings. Literally, it's the stupidest reason. There's so many things that happen in my head.
All kinds.
All kind. There's a hidden language that we have, and if you go back and listen in episode 1, seasons greetings, all kinds of such things. Like,
Show them.
oh, you want to see it?
You show them.
You want to see it?
Episode. No. Ah, fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Boy, you want to see the horror?
That's not Chiba in those videos. But
The-
anyways,
the horror.
moving on from San Diego Loyal to
No,
episode
no.
1 of Two Balls and a Mic.
The
The 3-minute intros.
And again, this is just memory lane at this point for San Diego Loyal. Because again, at this point, was it this one? Was it the preview or the episode?
I think the episode. Well, we can check both.
Yeah, we could check both. At this point, San Diego Loyal was still nothing. they were coming in. I had wind. I was DMing them, trying to get a job.
Oh man, the old studio.
So this old studio was
That's the school that I
it's
used
an
to work
elementary
at.
school that he used to work at.
And again, we've told this story many times. It's still hilarious. We got in fucking trouble at work for being in the classroom despite having permission from everyone in the school.
Yeah, 100%. Allegedly got in trouble.
Because allegedly, because they fucking hated us. Hated you.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh.
Welcome to Two Balls. I didn't say season's greetings. Episode 001.
You were nervous.
You were fat.
Oh, eso es what ya no lo tengo.
Oh man, bro.
Bodocote.
The thing about it is that there's so many things in the shot that we still haven't used. Like
I mean, that shirt is in my bedroom.
That Sendaball. We still have Osvaldo. I sold that Chromebook. I told you, here, have this Chromebook open so it looks more professional. There was nothing on the screen. It wasn't even charged.
I had my phone like right there.
It took us 45 minutes to set this up. I still didn't even know how to do anything. You can see the vocabulary words that the special ed kids
The
use
old
in the back.
soundboard.
Yeah, that's what it says. Fact. In any case, season greetings. It's a nonce word. It's part of the Tony Cinematic Universe. You'll catch some of these season's greetings because there's always a season.
Yeah.
Is it not? Is it not autumn right
it's
now?
always-
That's a season. Season's
Fuck, it
greetings.
feels like fucking hell.
Absolutely. October's worse. It's just so that's literally why, because you're never wrong with that statement. Season's greetings.
Season's greetings.
Oh, it's not Christmas time. Is it not summer right now? Is it not spring? Is it not a season?
Absolutely.
Two Balls and a Mic, absolutely killing it. Ask him how he got his job here in San Diego Loyal for Landon. David Frecker,
My guy.
Frerker in Spanish. My guys, great photographer here in San Diego, covers everything up and down, soccer's. He's been at Loyal, Wave Games,
college in San Diego
great
as well.
content. Also, shout out to the great at Young the Ryan. So this is kind of transitioning out of San Diego Loyal now into the MLS
Yeah.
/ San Diego, just football in San Diego. Again, check us out. Look, it's a website. It's a website, and it's like the old Jack Murphy Stadium. Anyway, San Diego Punto Football.
Moving on.
At
to
Young the Ryan
yeah.
has as you guys know, he told me that somebody came up to him and addressed him as at Young the Ryan, which is fucking cool.
Yeah, so we recently took him to Logan Heights. La
Yeah, he's doing a
Conchita.
little passion project. It's and he's helping here and there, so you might recognize some of these images. And again, shout out to Ryan because, you know,
What an eye he has.
yeah, dude, I don't know how he makes this magic. This is your friend over at Evo Street, Primo.
Primo, Lito. Yeah, Primo, been knowing him for a couple years already, and
Cool story,
He's-
great story.
hopefully we're able to have him on so he can tell his story.
Yeah.
if he's down to do that. But yeah, I mean, he started doing all this community work as well, and just decided to start this Evil Street project, right, where he has soccer leagues around the community. La Canchita is where he has the biggest competition. Thursdays, that league is competitive as heck. You even have soccer's players going there and playing to stay in shape before the season starts. The internet went out.
It looks like it.
Okay. We'll keep it going. I
Keep it
guess.
going
But yeah,
like a scene in Genesis.
Colin Primo is the friend of a friend.
It's all good. We're talking about Primo, so it's all good. You okay? Are you painting pain? We'll get it back. Don't
Okay.
worry. It'll come back.
But yeah, Primo, great person. And then we took Ryan over to La Canchita, check it out. Dos tacos. Whew. Delicia.
Yeah, so it was fantastic. Delicioso. I'm like, why aren't these pictures loading? It's the internet thing again.
Oh, well,
Hey, it happens.
it happened.
It happens again. Smells like shit down here in Imperial Beach. It's hot. Cables are melting. Like,
Think your router went out?
I don't know. I'm about to go find out.
Go find out, because this isn't good.
You're not good.
This isn't good.
Keep talking.
Yeah, no, I will. But yeah, so anyways, we took Ryan over to Logan Heights for this and caught some games, had some pretty interesting conversations. Checked out La Canchita store. By the way, check it out. Again, Logan Heights. If you want the address, we'll post it on our Twitter. But pretty good competitive matches. There's a little taco stand that sets up next to it. Tortillas recién hechecitas, and again, we apologize for any technical difficulties. Sometimes it happens. But other than that, I mean, there was not much else that happened besides just seeing the store. They have a great arcade game. Tony lost his mind playing the freaking game. They have very, very, very unique shirts as well in that store. So just go ahead, check them out. Support local leagues as well. If you have a team and you want to play, maybe start a team and join them. I mean, you could also win some cash money. I know Chicano Futsal has a team on their Thursday leagues as well, or Tuesdays, one of those leagues. But check them out. I mean, other local soccer leagues. You have East Lake Soccer League down in Chula Vista, closer to the East Lake area. But again, the leagues are happening. It's out there. You just have to find them. And I'm hoping Tony's able to fix the internet because I'm running out of things to talk about. But other than that, local soccer is happening, and we're going to transition over into MLS as well. But yeah, I mean, again, apologies for the technical difficulties. Sometimes it happens. Tony's fixing the internet right now. I'm just trying to keep the conversation alive by myself for the audio listeners, so there's no big audio gap. Again, once you're listening to this, you can just fast forward it, and once we get everything back and running again, we'll continue with the podcast. But for now, it's just going to be rambling on and on and on. But coming up, we're going to be talking about MLS, just some exclusive news of the next event. Also, October 20th, mark your calendars. That's going to be the big reveal party day for the MLS San Diego team. We're going to touch a little bit on San Diego Wave, just in their upcoming Saturday match against KC Current. Is our Hispanic Heritage Night, so we're going to touch base on that.
Is that Thursday?
What?
Is that Thursday?
What?
No, what you're talking about.
No, Saturday. Internet still not bad. Oh, it's back.
It's back.
It's back.
All right.
All right. You got to... The live stream ended, so you're going to have to go live again.
So dumb. Fuck.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. All good. Haha.
It's gonna be 2 streams now, but it's one recording, so
Yeah, I know.
It's all
I
good.
kept talking, and I told them they can fast forward into this rambling on, just touch base on what we're going to be talking about in a bit as well. Hopefully, we're able to be back live.
hopefully. Anyway, so did you talk about tacos?
Yeah, I said the tacos were freaking delicious. Tortillas recién hechecitas, handmade tortillas. Doesn't get better than that.
And we're back.
And we're back live. Cool. Again, apologies, everyone. I might be unlisted.
Yeah, let's go.
It might be unlisted.
Oh, yeah. It is.
It is.
In any case, the story's really cool, and we're trying to just go around and show them. I took them over to this soccer league in Golden Hill, where it's a doña. It's a doña and her like 8-year-old kid. Listen to the story. It's a family. Her dad used to run the league. Don't stop me, Mela.
Yeah.
Her dad used to run the league, and had ran it for years. Everybody loved it. Everybody was vibing with it. However, he ended up getting a stroke on the field of his own league. And since then, the daughter was like, nope, I'm never had any idea, never had any, I didn't want to join the family business, but she did. And she's been running for a couple of years, and it's still going. And it has some really good players. It's a really good league, but it's one of those leagues where it's literally on a baseball field. Baches, topos, holes everywhere. But that's the real San Diego. And to his credit, he's been capturing all these images and going up and down and really seeing what this is about. So,
I mean, check it out. Evo Street Store again. I was mentioning it.
that's Primo right there.
Very cool jerseys that they have. Very
They have a King
old
of
school
Fighters
jerseys.
maquinita, a little arcade.
Yeah, I
I
was
got
talking
down,
about
bro.
it. You lost your mind with that.
I got down with it, bro.
And again, just Ryan has this vision and this eye for unique photos
got the
around
passion.
the city, and he makes art with his camera. But definitely check out Evo Street as well. Big shout out to them.
Yep.
And just support Ryan's work as well. He's gonna start posting a
Look
lot
at
more
this
pictures like
picture,
that.
dude.
Like
That's
I know it's
Here, I'm
dope.
gonna take you off because you're covering it. It took me off now.
Stupido.
Like, that's just cool.
It is. It is. Again, follow at Young DeRyan.
We'll wait for some people to come back to break the MLS news that we do have. Thank you for those who are here. If you survive the great, internet blackout of 2 balls and a mic, let us know.
Yeah. Before
David
we drop some exclusive news that we have. MLS, right? I mean, they're shared on Twitter.
You said, oh, yes. Okay,
MLS
yes,
shared
yes.
on Twitter what fans think the color should be. There's a lot of clapback from a lot of fans, just pretty much pointing out that why would they do something like that when they know the colors are already set in stone. I think the social media team from MLS San Diego could have worded it a little differently as well, saying, what do you think our colors should be?
If I speak, I get in trouble.
Whether the colors are set already, you could still voice your opinion of what you would want the colors to be.
Yeah.
You could.
We hosted a whole event, and I was waiting for somebody to ask, hey, so you guys are clearly not working with Loyal. What gives to Tom Penn? So those opportunities are there. They're giving you this opportunity to do that. I'm not riling people up to say those things if they're not in its mind. Clearly,
If
there's
you
been,
don't show up, you can't ask.
clearly there's been enough opportunities for that, and people haven't taken them. Not on top of mind of people. But you will have another opportunity. But they asked that. They asked also...
What players? Who's
Okay.
next? I mean, I've been getting those ads on MLS where it said, who's next? And they've had a picture of Gareth Bale and Lionel Messi kind of pointing out, like, who's the next big star to come to MLS?
Oh,
And
the
it could be
targeted
to San
ads.
Diego.
It's
Yeah.
funny to get targeted ads for
Yeah,
for things that we cover.
exactly.
It's like, ah,
It's super funny.
okay.
But they did put an Instagram story with the little
Ooh, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it
pop-up
up.
question, right? Where
Yeah,
let
yeah,
us
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Let
yeah.
us know what players you want.
I'm sure the San Diego soccer community came out, and I'm sure they came out, and showed exactly what they would want, and let's give everybody an opportunity. What a great idea! All right, let's see what people said. Hey, wait, Capella. Hey, whoa, hey.
I couldn't read any of that.
Did you get that?
Can you slow it down a little bit?
Imagine if Marvel post-credit scenes were like that. Like the credits were that fast.
That'd be dope.
You know what? SDFC, you're onto
You're
something.
onto something.
You're onto something. Mira, Papi Garber. Hey, here, Papi Garber.
That's his signature right there.
But again, we would give the same constructive criticism to San Diego Loyal, to Albion,
To Wave.
to Wave, to anybody. Like, I don't want anybody saying that we're just here and we're drinking the MLS juice. It's just not like that. Like,
Stupid. The MLS, dude.
it's
We
so
didn't sell
dumb
out,
to even
guys.
see
We're
that.
not selling out.
I don't know. Maybe you did. I don't know.
I didn't get paid for shit.
All right, so let's take a look at it. Let's try to get a player here. All right.
A ver.
I'm just going to pause it. And that's the thing. It did look like a good response, like a good amount of responses for an up and coming account of 6,500 followers. Not bad. Not bad. All right, let's try to.
I'm still upset they haven't followed us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ochoa, Luka Modric, me. Okay, me.
Me, Isaac. Okay, I'll give him a shot. Give him a shot.
Let's look him up on Instagram.
I was thinking
let's look him
exactly
up
of
on
doing that.
Mbappe,
maybe here in a bit
Messi,
after.
Miguel, El Piojo
I'm not
Herrera
gonna be
as head coach.
clicking. I'm not. Look at the. It's just ridiculous.
that's a
All
lot.
right, whatever. Fortunately for you guys,
Luis Felipe. Luis Felipe.
fortunately for you guys, there's a up and coming set of individuals decided to slow it down and give the people what they want. So now, again, this is nobody's idea. This, if you want, you can feel like it and do as you must. All right. Yeah, no, we slowed it down here. Literally, we freeze from it. All right, so let's go here. Right, the first one. Ooh, I already saw something controversial. All right, Messi, players from San Diego Loyal.
Okay. Irving
Eden
Chucky
Chucky
Lozano. Back to
Joe
PSV.
Corona.
Dario Benedetto.
All right.
Okay, okay. He's a
Raheem
little older.
Bandwani. All right. Leo Messi, Eric Dueñas, Omar from Albion 08, MLS Next San Diego Strikers number 18. Be on the lookout. Omar Garcia 18_. Shout out. Paul Arriola, not a bad shout. That actually be pretty cool.
Players
I
from
can
SD
totally
Loyal.
see that.
Yeah, Paulo Arriola, yeah.
Players from ASD Loyal.
Messi's out of the question, guys.
Yeah, it's not.
Coque Vegas, Romelu Lukaku.
Coque Vegas is
Eden
Coque Vegas
Hazard is-
outside of the realm of possibility.
I think I don't think so. I think he's good enough to be in an MLS club.
But is his play style MLS material?
Maybe as a backup.
But again, that's like, is he good at?
But again,
A backup for me is a good shot stopper, right? Like, stop the bleeding. Like, your game plan goalkeeper is your starting
what
goalkeeper.
you're shaping Coque to be now, would that fit anywhere else?
I don't know, dude, and that's what I don't like. Like,
Man,
and
Miller,
he's enjoying
Are you
his
claiming Miller Ball is destroying Coque?
because no, he's giving him a brand new set of skills
Yeah.
that he knows how to use. But
I mean, he's still a pretty good shot stopper. Oh, you don't think so?
yes, he's an okay shot stopper.
That's true.
Perdóname, Coque Vegas, sabes que tus talentos con los pies es exquisito, excelso, fenomenal. Eres un arquero, tú lo has dicho también, que pues el trabajo primordial del arquero es ser el que para los goles. Y has hecho un muy buen trabajo, mucho mejor esta temporada. Pero pues categorizando todo y cómo juega su estilo, pues el pentagrama, you know, little pentagon of like.
A la madre, Coque, yo digo que la armas, cabrón. Estás cabrón. güey.
No, he's fantastic. I don't know. I just don't know if his
verdad.
play style fits
verdad.
anywhere on the MLS.
Who else do we have on that list?
Actually listed half of the Loyal roster. Well, let's see. Mo Salah, Ha-Seong Kim,
Oh my God. Okay.
Eric Dueñas, Omar Garcia we already saw. I guess he wanted more action. Unless, okay. Ochoa. I saw a lot of Ochoa back and forth. People saying if
Okay, hold on.
for
Only
Ochoa.
San Diego-born players like Chivas or Athletic Club. Chivas don't have just Guadalajara-born players, though. They have all Mexicans. So it'd be not just San Diego-born players. It'd be all U.S. players, which means...
Bro, there's like 5 of us. All right. Joe Corona, Guido, Paul Ariola,
You.
Christina Breckenroad, me,
Me official.
me official. Shout out me official.
Brandon Vasquez. That would be a good signing.
That would be a smart signing. And me.
Yeah. Ochoa,
Messi.
Luca de la Torre is not a bad shout.
All right. Mbappe. San
They
Diego.
sent pictures.
They sent pictures. All right. Hey.
Is that Cristiano Ronaldo, el bicho?
That is Cristiano Ronaldo. Salah, Raúl Jiménez, Modric.
Speed.
Andrés Cuadrado.
Someone said speed.
Miguel Piojo Herrera as head coach. That's my choice, actually. If I was to choose a head coach for this team, I'd go with Miguel Herrera.
I would want someone that has MLS experience.
That's
though.
the managerial version of having a Charlie Kit as in your league. Like, it's
Yeah,
a different style. It's a different
Piojo
everything.
does. I think he has a house here in San Diego, actually. So
Yeah, probably. Mexican national team players. More me's.
Carlos Vela, no. He's
Braulio Hijadera. Camden Riley.
I know. Sorry.
Jackson Simba. Oh, buddy. Buddy.
Joe Corona, loyal players.
Evan Conway, Chicharito, any Mexican player. Some really good stuff here.
Bernardo
Some really
Silva?
good stuff here. Again, I really hope that SDFC uses some of this stuff, repost it. Why? Because people like seeing themselves. All right? People like seeing themselves. People like seeing, like, mira ma, en la MLS me puso. Like, and your mom's like, qué vergas. Like, ponte a hacer just
Ponte a
caseros,
lavar
güey.
los platos.
Yeah, exactly. Some loyal players deserve a chance. Some Italian players, Mo Salah,
A lot
Carlos
of players
Acevedo.
repeat themselves, but there are some really good shouts on this
Yeah.
list. Again,
Chucky Lozano.
you got to remember, this is in a year and a half. A lot of the players that are... Did we see
Neymar's
Christopher
possible.
Ribbit?
I hope it's Christopher Ribbit too.
Christopher Ribbit.
Did he?
Is that UPSL?
UPSL, current reigning defending champion of your San Diego Internacional, your girlfriend's favorite soccer
Chris
team,
Ribbit.
putting himself out there. He says Chris Ribbit, and then he put the eyes. Like, look at that. Like, ooh,
Hell
you better
yeah.
be paying attention. I played with him at Barcata, so I mean,
Hell yeah.
that's two future MLS San Diego stars
Yeah,
already.
We're at it. Mark Benitez.
Yeah, Alcantara. I mean, yeah, there's plenty here. But again, it looks like there was such a really good
LeBron
response.
James.
Like, choose 5. Like neta, like just whatever. Pulisic. But yeah, so that's cool. We do have some breaking news for, yes, Ha-Seong Kim was on there, for this MLS San Diego MLS team. There is
There's a date already for the next event in September before the big event, October 20th. We're good to drop the date.
yeah.
So September 19th, mark your calendars. September 19th at Novo Brazil in Imperial Beach. That will be the next supporter rally. It'll be the last one before the crest reveal. Link will be sent to our will be sent to all the supporters and people who have placed deposits this week. So keep an eye on that if you're one of those people. But mark your calendars, September 19th.
Again, September 19th at Novo Brazil, Imperial Beach, IB. It's really close here. It's a really cool facility. It's a fantastic walking trail,
Yeah.
biking trail. It's really pretty.
It's a nice location, actually.
Yeah, 6 to 9. So make sure to keep an eye on for that coming up. So other than that, there was some other
news,
breaking
yeah.
news. Again, so
We talked
story
about
time.
we talked about people needing to feed their families.
Yeah.
People needing jobs.
Yeah, I mean, not needing jobs. I mean, yes, needing jobs. Especially when they're like people are thinking about San Diego Loyal's future, right? What is this going to mean from people in the stands of like, I've found this outlet that I'm really enjoying and pushing out of cheering for a soccer team. I've really enjoyed, like, if that's gone, like, I don't know what I'm going to do myself. Oh, San Diego's here. I need some way to feed my family. I need like all these factors with Loyal disbanding after this season, and that was always a possibility. And so when I found out that it was going to happen, like for sure it's going to happen, I took a meeting. I went down to the San Diego Loyal HQ just to kind of hear it from the club, because it's different from the Ronaldo Damas story. Like, it's not necessarily like breaking news of like, it's different because there's people who work in the ticket office, who work, I think of great people like Russ, who works at the military, great people like Kyla, who's doing the community work. I mean, front to back, everybody who works at Loyal has to find something else. Mm-hmm. That included the person who I talked to, which was Ricardo Campos. So I sat down with Ricardo and I'm like, hey, like, I heard this is a possibility, and it was still a couple months away, and the future was kind of set in stone. It needed a Hail Mary, but it was kind of like, it's not, it's a Hail Mary. And at the end of it, it was 5 to 6 serious minutes of like, all right, what about you? Because like, one thing that this club has taught me is, and that I hope sticks with this MLS team, is that humans first, right? $500 million is kind of hard to put humans first, just because this is such a big operation. Hey, dude, like, what about you? And kind of discuss back and forth of like, what does that mean? And I honestly had an honest conversation like, look, I would like to see you here. And much like players, coaches, like, nobody wants to leave San Diego, right? And so he has talents, Nate has talents, everybody has talents that can be used in Sacramento, that can be used in Rhode Island, that's coming up, can be with Warren Smith over in New Orleans. Like, that's a reality. But if I was being super selfish because of this and those credentials and just everything, it's more convenient for him to work for San Diego MLS, SDFC. It seemed like it was heading that direction, and it ended up being true. So, what do you think? And I'll ask everybody who's listening here. What do you think about former, in a bit, not yet, 918, San Diego Loyal president, Ricardo Campos, moving over and being the EVP of operations for the MLS team?
I mean, I'm sure it was a tough decision for him. Obviously, you're pretty much, if you see it from someone's point of view, you can easily say, "Wow, he's jumping to the team that killed this other team." Yeah. But then you also got to put it into perspective, right? He has a family. He just had another kid.
Congratulations. I don't know if that's public.
Well, congrats. He needs to feed his family. Right? Like you're nobody, like you said, nobody wants to leave San Diego.
Yeah.
You're gonna do what you have to do at the end of the day. People, you have to put yourself first. At the end of the day, you
100%.
have to put yourself
100%.
first before anything else. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't help anyone else.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That's what I think. Congrats, Ricardo, on this.
But in the
new job.
soccer sense.
In a
like,
soccer sense, I think it's a great opportunity for him.
Okay.
Like you're jumping into the big scale of soccer here in MLS, and you're eventually, who knows, maybe this is another stepping stone for him, and he gets to work in a club in England. Maybe he does a hell of a job, and he goes work for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like, you never know.
Look, I don't know his history. I don't know how his trajectory is. First of all, he owes me a one-day contract for San Diego Loyal. So, Andrew, Ricardo, got to talk a little bit.
Alicia makes a good point. Is he jumping to the team that killed us, or going to another opportunity where he can make a big impact? He's going to a team where it can make a bigger impact.
There's some of these comments that aren't coming up. Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's wild.
Not the internet again.
Thank you for reading. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I mean, and that's part of the conversation, right? The comments on our post about it,
By the way, our post got more attraction than the actual
Attraction
team's,
is not the word.
uh,
Attraction is
engagement.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you knew that word. Hey, it's true. I'm proud of you for knowing that word. Maybe and I think you follow Ricardo, like
All
his
the quotes.
inspirational quotes, like
It's been what, a month or so already?
yeah,
With
it's
quotes
been
every day.
I like it. But yeah, so this had some good traction was the word. But is it the right decision? Some people are saying Loyal fans trying to figure out how to be mad at this. I mean, again, there's the trolls in there. And yeah, we did not mention Soccer City, but it's true he was in Soccer City. So he's been wanting to bring soccer here in San Diego for a while. My thing is like, I don't know his story, if his trajectory was wanting to be a professional soccer player, be like that. You know, all Brazilians want to be World Cup winners for Brazil, right? This version of his front office life is a career mode. Like if this was a career mode in FIFA and I could be Ricardo Campos and you're this young Brazilian dude who's coming in he's been here, but coming into the soccer and knowing and being like this radical Brazilian who has all these cool ideas and wants to infuse it with what is opportunity in the United States. Starts with Red Bull, like starts pretty up there, right? He was rubbing elbows with Thierry Henry. He was around those times, I think Rafa Marquez even, but now comes over and gets to build something. Soccer City, let's go. Like he has the experience, he has, investors, he has people, and it doesn't happen. Crushed. Done. 1904 is a thing. He's involved with that. It goes up. That was not going anywhere anytime. It was that model of 1904 was never going to work. He was part of it. They made it work, and it was fun, and people still miss it to this day. San Diego Loyal comes in, bigger club, and I think there's
Claims the ranks.
yeah. Hey, Loyal Nation, this is for you. This is what I meant. Quinta. San Diego Loyal, a bigger club than 1904, right? In every single way.
Yep.
It's a bump up.
Absolutely.
Now you're working directly with Landon Donovan. You're not the president, but you're working yourself up. You're painting the lines. Like this is who Ricardo Campos is, to give you perspective. And this is not just this isn't an ass kiss. This isn't anything. This is just telling the story of painting the lines from the poorly tattered up field of USD to cover up the football game that happened a couple of hours before. Like he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do a lot of things. And a lot of people, not just him, didn't have to do a lot of things that they did. And there's a reason why the team is where it's at. That trajectory, becoming president, and now to have the opportunity to move up a step, because I will not have anything about, what do you mean MLS is a bigger club than San Diego Loyal? That's not a discussion. It's
reality.
It's reality. All right. Yes.
On all aspects, business, skill level, like it's just a bigger league and has a lot more money, but yeah.
This is a trajectory for Ricardo Campos, a up and coming immigrant person. Immigrant person sounds so bad. I love it. Yeah, I'm an immigrant person. I'm an ignorant immigrant person. I'm not. You are. But he's living the dream. Like he's living this soccer dream. He is in positions where I'm pretty sure he wished he'd be at times, and it's really interesting. Reached out to him, going to give him his time to transition over into his new role. But I want him here just so he can tell his story, what he plans for this MLS team whenever it comes down to, hey, these are the colors. This is what it is. He's the executive vice president of soccer operations. Not soccer, just of operations. It includes a lot of things, a lot of different things, a lot of different hats, I'm sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's a pained smile.
It's not a.
It's not a. I empathize with that. I really do. But that brings an interesting point, right? The ship of Theseus. Have you ever heard about this, Chiwa?
No.
So the ship of Theseus is this little story about a dude in a boat, and he long story short, there needs to be another boat built out of nothing. So what they do is they get the wood from this old viejito boat, and they use the wood and they start building a boat over here, all polished up, right? But it's still, you're using only the wood, only the materials from this old boat. You put this brand new boat together. Is that the same boat that it was over there?
No, not really, but
So I'll put it to you this way. You watched WandaVision. So you remember when Vision and White Vision were like, and they were talking about it? So is White Vision the same as non-white vision, as this vision? So what I'm saying is that if you take the parts of San Diego Loyal and you start putting them and incorporating them into the MLS, at what point was it not always loyal?
oh,
I'm not
shout out
saying,
to the podcast.
huh?
Always loyal podcast. I
Shout
want
out. Hey, were we fellas? Shout out. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Darren. Everybody involved. Jack Cronin.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So is it the? Is it?
It's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same feeling. At the end of the day, you don't get the same satisfaction as going to a mom and pop shop, like getting your coffee, and like la señora te saluda y te dice, "Hi, mijito," than going to Starbucks and it's just a chain,
Yeah.
right? It's not. It's not gonna be the same. Hopefully, this is different. Hopefully, this is the team
But
that
guess what?
starts that.
That viejita now sells what she was selling at Snapdragon. It's not hers anymore, but it's the same viejita. It's the same old lady.
Yeah, but will it feel the same?
How could you?
It's hard. It's really hard, but
I want to know. I want to
Yeah.
know. Great points. Happy to be able to have a job to support his family, stay here in San Diego. Probably the right step SDFC have taken since they were announced. And that's the thing. I'm seeing a lot of that. This is turning people over who are absolutely no. With no. With MLS, now we're like, maybe.
maybe. Now Weston jumps ship, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Yeah, okay."
Look, that's one story that I'm following and developing. We will be, I will tell you right now, for a fact, we will be on Weston Watch.
Yeah.
Weston Watch will be a thing, will
He
be
will
a segment.
joining, hopefully, the pod as well.
Hopefully he breaks the news here with us. It's so dumb.
Weston, I know you're listening, Weston.
Yeah.
So if you're down, I know it's hard times, but
It's hard times.
if you ever want to talk about it in private or on this chair, you're always welcomed.
Yeah, same thing. Hope Andrew Vasiliadis also joins in. Jeremy over here saying, spoke to Mr. Vasiliadis about it in Charleston. He could not be more happy for Ricardo. He really wishes everybody in the organization well and hopes they all continue in soccer. This is a point where it's starting to look like the only person that, if you think about it, is really losing is Andrew.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying losing in the sense of like, whatever, but it's not like he's gonna get hired for MLS, you know, like that's not
Like, he
how
has
that
to venture into
exactly
a
into
different
baby life.
business and
He has
something.
a kid. I spoke to him before this last home match and discussed terms of my contract. But overall, just like, hey, dude, like
It's gonna happen.
I'm happy that he's able to have something to focus on, which is being a dad.
Yeah.
Like he's being, bro.
One of the toughest jobs there is.
Pato es un pinche millonario, güey. Like, este pinche bebé.
He'll be fine.
Like, yeah, they'll be fine. Like,
fine.
they'll be great. And I'm glad. That's one thing I'll ask him is like, I hope that knowing his dad played professional soccer in Greece or was a professional soccer player and that meant a lot to him. Like, does he really, at the end of this, did he make his dad proud? And what do you think he'd think?
Does
Like,
he become a
that's gonna be
MLS San Diego fan?
like I'm gonna get Andrew bawling in this chair.
Oh.
Sometimes he's choked up, and he really
Yeah,
means
I
what
don't
he
know
means.
If you want to make him cry, but it'll definitely be an emotional one.
his car would definitely be the best car that's ever parked in the garage. So far, if you're taking score,
Metcalf.
Jack Metcalf.
Yeah.
Absolute smoke show of a BMW.
Yeah.
Did you start later than usual? No, the internet went out. I think for all good fans, we can't save Loyal, but we can push in a direction for a new team. Good hire, says Procrastinating Puma. Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. His
Like he
career is a
says,
perfect
just
reflection of San Diego
Step
soccer
in the
the
right
last.
direction.
Ooh, I like that. His career is a perfect reflection of San Diego soccer in the last 5 years, realistically for him. And most OG Soccer City supporters, MLS was always the original goal, and that's where look, it's for the people that are losing Loyal, that always wanted MLS because of Soccer City. It's an impossible problem to have or be happy. It's catch-22 at all, any direction you see it. I will challenge you on that one, Procrastinating Puma. Yes, it is. Yes, if you're talking about Ship of Theseus, the Vision, White Vision has a speech about the ship of Theseus as they're both floating and moving like in this direct. You know what I'm talking about, right? The final battle where they're like, and they're talking like, ooh, ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's little okay. So yeah, that's very interesting news that came down again. Ricardo Campos,
The pain smile, but
and it is what it is, man. Like it's
we'll
again.
Also, to be fair, Ricardo has said that he's not very good at taking pictures. He has said that before.
It's
so,
one picture in Loyal, just walking, just
So we'll
like
give him
100
that.
pounds
All
later,
these rumors saying
before.
that's a pain smile too. He's also not the most photogenic person. He'll agree to that. You know he
I
would.
know he will, but that's just out of context. That's just mean.
No, because he'll tell you it's not a pain smile.
It's like me telling you that you smell. You
I
smell.
mean, you fucking called me worse. You just called me fat.
I did not call you fat. I identified you as fat.
Oh, but that's MLS news and updates that we have for you guys, and we're gonna keep them coming as we keep getting stuff.
Yeah, and
as
Tom
they keep
Penn
posting stuff.
Tom Penn will be happening. Obviously, you know, it's honestly us. I don't think we responded. Did you respond?
No, we'll respond today.
Yeah, we'll respond right now as far as like what time frame works best to interview Mr. Tom Penn, who made this decision. I guess like he has to be in the decision making process of who's going to run his club as CEO, and so it hires Ricardo. So I'm pretty sure there was other people. He beat out other people. It'll be interesting to see who else starts rolling in. But
Yeah.
San Diego soccer is taking shape in some way or form. People are liking it or not. But yeah.
Moving on with San Diego Soccer, just a quick update on Wave. They have their next home game is going to be this Saturday at 7 p.m. against Kansas City Current, who are currently sitting in last place. So it's a perfect night for a trap game or for an easy win for them.
They're in first place.
They're in
If you
first
guys-
place right now.
You guys forgot, they're in first place.
San Diego Wave is currently in first place. It's also going to be their Hispanic Heritage Night.
They got Hispanic merch. Did you see the merch?
No, I didn't actually.
Hispanic merch.
Which is wild considering they only have one Hispanic player, but okay. Melanie Barcenas getting called up for the under 17 U.S. team. So La Ola.
It's actually
Chinga-
pretty.
chinga
I don't
tesa.
know. I that hat's pretty cool.
The hat's cool though. The
Not gonna
Ria
lie.
one, I like it. I like the hat.
Would you pay $32 for it?
Fuck no.
Jeez. Oh, Latino heritage.
Well, let's see. Loyal's really good at giving us hats for giveaways. Let's see if Wave will be willing to give us a hat for a giveaway.
We'll hit some people up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so San Diego Wave still remain in first place. Again, they're doing rather well.
Man,
Melanie here,
Loyal play at
Martinez.
4:30 away. You're able to go watch the game and then support Wave as well at 7 p.m. Definitely check them out. Tickets.
Tika masala.
They had 25,000 their last home game, so
Yeah, you got there late.
I didn't know there was gonna be traffic. I wasn't expecting that.
Always assume there's traffic to you.
Well, no, I mean, I've gone to a lot more Wave games this season, and there was not traffic.
Should have known. Should have known.
Should have known.
But yeah,
That's San Diego Soccer for you guys.
San Diego Soccer in a nutshell. Everything you can go ahead and wrap up in San Diego Football. We put all our content in there. It's coming on. There's going to be writers. There's going to be people coming in. There's going to be more content getting more diverse content getting put up there. So make sure you're keeping in touch. If you watch our episodes, it'd be helpful if you go to San Diego Punto Football and just click the YouTube link from there. And yeah,
Check it out.
check it out. San Diego Internacional. We do
Destroying
commentary.
Atletico Elite.
Atletico Elite. Yeah, so we do commentary. Check us out. We'll give
Sunday,
shout-outs.
7 p.m. Go to Mission Bay High School. We're gonna
Or
be there.
just watch it on YouTube
Also,
because we're there. We do commentary. We'll shout you out. It's a great hang. It's a great time. Shout out to I don't know. Drew. Hey, what's up, Drew?
Drew.
Everybody who's been here in the comments.
Shout out to Alan who couldn't join us tonight, but he will be joining us next week hopefully. And shout out to everyone that's been supporting local soccer here in San Diego. And give this MLS team a chance, maybe.
Maybe. It's up to you. Only you can prevent forest fires. Just getting through these last couple comments here, and we'll look at fantasy football here in a bit. But for purposes of this, I'll stop it right.
You guys are
now.
watching.
Bye. All right, cool. Fantasy football now. Interesting. It's hard to say hiring Ricardo. It's a definite step in the right direction. My son was super bummed when I told him that 3 home games left. Weston running the ship down as he could. Everybody hosted dude. What time's right? Weston Watch will be here. More local quality San Diego FC hires to come for sure. I really hope so. You shouldn't have taken the trolley, bro. No, he
I
drove.
guess so.
Oh, yeah, you should have taken the trolley.
Let's go over the scores because Brandon wants to go because he wants to show off how well his team did. Stefan Diggs got us a dub against Adrian. Thank you, Stefan Diggs, getting 26 points. Calvin Ridley, fucking great pick for you.
I know what I'm doing.
24.1 points. Derek Carr was at third highest score of 14.6 points. Not the best performance, but it got the job done for us, Tony.
Yeah, no, 100%.
1-0, step in the right direction with not the prettiest of teams.
Papi Chavo, El Fu, unable to get there. Got a stinker of a game by Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
That definitely helped. Yeah, no, we're good. Who
Infierno
else?
Demonios beating Johnny 100 to 92.
Johnny already trying to make wild-ass moves and trades.
Already
I like
claiming Jalen Hurts just sold out and didn't perform. I agree, didn't perform 12.5, but it could have been a lot worse like Joe Burrow. Michael Pittman still showing that. Okay, Richardson from the Colts, rookie quarterback, killing it. Michael Pittman, 23 points. Got Infierno Demonios, Ivan from San Diego Loyal, the win. Honorable mention to the boy Javi, CSI Hernandez, just 140 points.
Yep, putting it up.
Highest performer, Dallas defense.
That was insane. Those
B.
poor
John
Giants.
Robinson. I'm calling it right now. Probably going to be the offensive rookie of the year.
Offensive? He's offensive.
Other results, Team Reese, San Diego Fleet, Weston ended up beating Team Reese.
All right, Weston with
With some dubs. Justin
some dubs
Jefferson,
for San Diego
24
Loyal
points.
here.
Emerald St. Brown.
Weston, who got his team traded, drafted by Roger, the San
Coming in
Diego
clutch, so-
merch guy, loyal merch guy. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Split a jersey in half,
Maybe.
share a jersey.
Just have Loyal make a football jersey before.
I mean, they've made baseball
And basketball jerseys.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, how about you make a soccer jersey, futsal jersey?
We had Bojorquez against Mira Mesa, meat to mouth. The boy Corbin against the boy Drew. Drew was the highest scorer this week with 156. Jacoby Myers with 29.1 points. Tua, 27. McCaffrey with 25. Just outperforming everyone this week. Shout out to Drew.
The dude hasn't even played in how long?
I know. And then Aller Levin against I Love Big Titties. That's Brandon, defending
Excuse you?
champion. Defending champion.
There's children watching.
Tyreek Hill putting a phenomenal 44.5 points. giving him the big win. Tony Pollard, again, going to be RB1 now, 22.2 points. Justin Herbert also having a great matchup despite the loss, 20.9 points. Tyreek Hill, by far the best fantasy performer this week. None of these people had on their starting lineup Brandon Ayuk, who dropped like 35 points as well. That's week 1 was pretty wild. It was a lot of surprises, a lot of busts actually.
Aaron Rodgers' ankle bust.
The Jets winning on a 65-yard punt return. Did you do good in any other leagues?
Absolutely not.
I won.
I
in
sucked ass.
one of my other leagues.
My bench
Thankfully.
is doing pretty good.
Sick. That's always good.
Yeah, it's bad.
But yeah, that's pretty much fantasy football for you guys in a nutshell. Let us know. Tony was on the phone the whole time, so sorry guys.
No, I listened and I was engaged. I can actually multitask, unlike other people who
I'm not good at multitasking.
you are not good at a lot of things.
I'm better at breathing than you.
Stay right now. Right now.
Still are.
Yo, football? Question mark, Brandon? Yeah, bro.
That we just talked about.
Champion.
All right, guys.
Never took a picture with the jersey proving that we actually are people of our word and tagged us and said like, oh, thank you, 2 balls and a mic for the jersey.
Creo que a mí sí me mandó foto.
But a ti sí, pero no, you couldn't put it on the 2 balls league. Too late now, Brandon. Unforgivable.
If you want Bronco Russ.
Duh. Sierra doesn't even want that anymore.
Oh,
Good night,
shit.
Ashley, Alicia.
Good
Ashley,
night,
who the fuck
everyone.
is everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, where's the boy going?
Home.
Excuse you?
Trying to sleep.
That's bullshit. You're not going home. Che, vato vagabundo. Vato
Good
de la
night,
calle.
everyone. Have a great night.
Where are you going?